Alright guys, so welcome to this tutorial. This is like a beginner into Adobe Premiere Pro video editing. So what we're going to basically doing in this video is to do a mini walkthrough of how this software functions. So with that, let's just look at some of the basic things that you must know as Okay, so when you open the program for the first time, these are the things you're going to come across. You're just going to come across a tutorial. This just the tutorial, so you're going to come across. Now, because I've been using the program for some time, I have several previous recent projects that I've actually worked on that are pre-populated on this column. So, however, since you are a new beginner, this is what you just click on come on new project, and you hit on that, and you give it whichever name you intend to give to that project. So let's just say Premiere tutorial. Or Premiere Pro tutorial rather. Premiere Pro tutorial. Then after putting the name, then you need to choose a location that you want that particular file to be saved to. You need to select a destination for it. So whichever destination you want it to be. However, for instance, my own project, I want it to be in my documents, or I also have a dedicated folder I actually saved all my videos to. So I come here, and there is the folder here known as FFS Pro. Then I hit on OK. So whenever anything I edit on this Adobe Premiere Pro, when I export it at the end of editing, it will be sent to that particular folder. Then I come here, I hit on this OK button, and with that, I've created a title that can save or can serve as the name of the project that I want to create. Now that I've created a title about that, then the next thing I will do is file organization. So I've done a video about file organization in this particular channel, so you can just make reference to that video. So what is file organization? You want to arrange your file to make it look smooth, so that when you are editing, it will be easy for you to have a smooth workflow. So file organization tends to, you create a bin where all your video clips that you will be working on will be on. So let's just say video clips. Then after that, you create another bin. Just right click on an empty space in this box, right click on it, then you select new bin and you create it. Then here I click on audio clips or audio effect, whichever. Then if you also want to add pictures, voiceovers, and the rest of them, you just create new bin for all of them, and you keep adding them till you are done with the number of file types that you will be working on in the video editing. So when you are done with that, the next thing you will do is to import a video file to that video clip folder. So the next thing I will do, I will just either I right click on it and create a new sequence from clip. Now, new sequence means that this video over here now will be brought here with option for me to trim it. That's to trim unnecessary sections I do not want in it, to add effects, to add coloring and the rest of them to this particular video. So either I right click on it, and when I right click on it, all these options will be populated. And I click on create a new sequence from click, or I just hold on this and drag it to this panel over here. So this panel is where you can actually do all your editing will be happening in this particular panel. So whatever thing that you are doing, you will be seeing it on your screen, or let's just say your dashboard over here. Whatever thing you do to this video, you'll be seeing the effects here. So then here's a very important aspect. This close to this spanner and this spanner icon and this time duration of the video. Here's a very important thing you must look out for. Now you have full here, half, 1/4. If you want to take it down to 1/16, you can also do that. So what does this mean? This means that the rate at which you want the video you are editing to play back to. So if you want the playback to be full resolution, you can set it at that. If you want it to be half resolution, you can set it to that. So when you can set it to whichever. However, this also depends on the capacity of your system. So that's for that. Then the next thing again, let me show you the very important thing that you need to know as a beginner editor. Now these are the things you need to know. Now this first item here with blue is what we call the selection tool. So if I click on this now, means that you can select any item and click on it on the entire Adobe Premiere Pro program. Then the next is select track forward. So that means, let's assume you have several clips lined up on your sequence terminal. You can actually select everything to the right and it will be highlighted. Then now like I said the most important tool. Then the next is your razor tool. A razor tool is like to cut a clip into two equal half. Not two equal half necessarily, but just to cut a clip. Maybe the part you do not want in the video, you are not interested in the video, you just cut it, and when you after cutting, then you can go back to your selection tool. Then you select the particular clip that you are not interested in adding to your editing, then you delete it. So now I've cut this particular clip. Now I've chopped into several parts, so I can just use after the fact that I've selected the selection tool, then I highlight on it and I click on delete. So after hitting on delete, now I select that particular part again and I delete it from the clip. So you can see that part is deleted. Then the next is your pen tool. Your pen tool is just kind of to draw an object that's in the video, to do a rough sketch around it. But that will be in our subsequent video that will be talking more details about pen tool. So let's just press Ctrl Z, but just to create like a rough sketch around an object in your particular video. Then the next is your hand tool. The hand tool, not too necessary. Then after that, you have the type tool. So your type tool is basically to add text to a particular video. So let me just say Judo Nigeria. Judo Nigeria. By the way, this video belongs to Nigeria Judo Federation, one of their competition that actually happened to be their media personnel. Was employed to cover that event. It was a national championship, I was the one that covered the entire video coverage of the competition, which lasted for up to a month. So then I've typed this particular text now. So let's assume that this text, I want to add, I want to move it from that particular place it is to a different part on the screen. So this is what I can just do. I can just highlight, click on the selection tool, then I move this text around and, just like that. If I want to change the size of the text, there are two ways to do it. Either I just come here and I shrink it down, or I come over to Effect Control Panel, and this is the text that I just typed now. Then I click on this part to display all of the property around the text. So I can see the opportunity to change the color of the text. Maybe I want to change it to green. Click on that, so you can see that the text is now green. If I want to give it a background, maybe a black background, I can do that also, or maybe a red background even, I can do that just like that. If I want to centralize the text, I can centralize it. Whatever manipulation I intend to do to the text, if I want to change the position, that is where the text is located now, I can change it across the x-axis, or I can change it across the y-axis. Now, x-axis and y-axis position is, I want the object to either move to the left or to the right for x-axis position. Then I want to move up or down for y-axis position. So that's just basic things that you need to know. Then after that, then the next thing that I want to do is this is a video clip. There's a very important thing that you need to note in this video clip, that for every video you are editing or you are working on, the audio is as important as the video. So let's assume you have an excellent video that you've recorded, or you are now editing and you want to send it to someone. So the next thing you want, the audio is not too good. What do you do next? And the next thing, you come over to audio effects rather. Then you click on noise reduction and restoration. Then you click on this denoise or reverb rather. Now, what is reverb? Reverb is like anti-echo. You want to reduce the echo or background echoing of that clip that you're actually recording. Then denoise is to remove external noise from the video. Then auto click removal. These 4 items here will actually help you a lot in improving the quality of your audio. So let's assume now, let's click on Ctrl Z and let's play our clip. Okay, so let's add the reverb to it now. So we've added the reverb. So I've added the reverb. So let me treat the reverb effect a little. Let me edit it. So you can see that the quality of the audio has improved after I've actually added the reverb to it compared to when the reverb was not there. So that's an easy way to actually improve the audio quality of your video. So after all of this, let's assume that you're done with the video. The next thing you want to do is to export this video. Now there is a shortcut to exporting it. Now this is Adobe Premiere Pro 2021 version. You have an option towards the top right, a quick export option to export this video at the top right. Then I click on here. So here now, this is the name of the clip. So if I want to change the name here, I can also go ahead and change the name as well as the destination I want the file, the completed project to be exported to. Then I just hit on export, and the exporting process starts. So the exporting is in progress now. Okay, so now I've exported that video now. So if I just want to know where the video is, I'll just go to the folder that I exported it to, and it's FFS Pro. This is the video over here, and the file size is 301 MB. So let's just click on it and play the video. Okay, so that's the video over there. Okay, so let's assume that this video, I want to actually make the coloration of the video. I want to make the video quality. I want to improve it. What will I do? The next thing I will do, I'll come over to Lumetri color panel, or Lumetri color. And here I can see all of the property of this clip, such as the temperature of the video. I want to make the temperature, increase it. What I'm doing is what we call basic color correction. You want to correct the color of the clip. So here by default, all of these values will be what? Will be 0, 0, 0. So I want to correct the color of this clip. The first thing I will do is to move this slider a little to change the temperature of this video. So this me over here, that was my second camera covering another angle there, while this was my main camera here. So this, I'll move the tinting, move it either right or left till I'm satisfied with the quality that is showing on the screen. Then exposure, what is exposure? You want to kind of add more light to it. That's what exposure means. Then highlights. Now, as you're moving it left and right, you'll be seeing the effects. You should see the effects in real time be applied on the clip. So you need not to worry about that. You'll be seeing the effect. So just like that. Then you come over, you see I have saturation. Now saturation basically means how full each of the elements in the particular video, how full or how concentrated are they, such as maybe if the color of the shirt you wore is red, you want the red to be well pronounced. Let's just look at this judo mat now. Let's take it back to 100, which is the default value of saturation, 100%. Now you can see that it's not that red, as well as the blue. The blue is not that sharp, as well as the red is not that sharp. However, let's just move it a little bit further, you can see that the red is becoming more pronounced and more sharp as well as the blue color. So that's a way you can actually do basic color correction for every clip you are editing in Adobe Premiere Pro. So the other values here which can actually play around with, which though some of the values here we also have it up there. So if you're already satisfied with what you have, with what you did up here, there's no need playing around with those values downward. So guys, that's what we can actually, that's how you can actually do auto color correct a clip in Adobe Premiere Pro. So the next thing, so now you've color corrected and you're satisfied. Remember, I've talked about exporting. So your basic video editing, this is what you need for your basic video editing. Then let's move further and take it further, make this clip a little more, let's make it a little more professional. Let's look at transition. So what is transition? Transition is basically you want this clip to move from one to another in a dramatic or in a systematic way. That's what transition means. So let's open the transition effect and let's apply some transition to this clip. Okay, so let's look at what will be the outcome. Just watch what will happen. You see, that was flip over. So let's assume I'm not comfortable with that transition. Let me insert cube spin. Maybe you didn't see that. Let me reduce the playback speed. You saw that. So that's how you can add a transition between your clips. So your transition between clips can actually make your video actually look dope or look awesome than the original clip. Then let me move forward. I've added another transition to another clip now. So let's see how that one. You saw that. So the transition I just added to this particular clip between these two clips is what we call page P. So there are several of them that you can actually apply to your video on the transition panel. So guys, that's a short one over there from Obarisi. So do not hesitate to like this video and follow us for more videos like this. Remember, stay productive and be optimistic. Bye. I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.